actually a night owl. I finished it, guys. Hi guys, it's been a while since I recorded a video, and I actually had this crazy idea of taking you guys along with me because I'm actually a night owl, so I can get a lot done between 11 and 4 a.m. 11 p.m. till 4 a.m. almost every night. I thought I would take you along with me and just see what I get up to in the next week. I've sort of been getting into a routine of reading on this chair at night time rather than doom scrolling on my phone at night time, which is never good, which is also half the reason why I can stay awake till 4 a.m. some nights. But it's currently, just show you, it's currently 1 a.m. I just thought I'd take you along with me. I just had a shower, did my skincare, dried my hair, and yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do first. Actually a little bit tired because I was looking after my daughter most of the day, so if I can just get a little bit of reading done, I'll be happy. And I actually have some new books I can show you guys that I've bought in the last, I should say since January, and I can talk about what I'm currently reading. Let's go. I am really excited because I managed to get my hands on the Cherry Blossom Sunny Angels, and I was really hoping to get one from Japan. I did ask a friend of mine because she was there if she could find them for me, but she didn't see any while she was there, so maybe they've been sold out for a while. But this is my first hippers, and I don't know if I want to open that just yet. I might just open my Cherry Blossom version. This is actually my first unboxing on camera. And no, I was really trying not to spend money on these little figurines because I already have enough hobbies and I do collect many things already, like what is behind me. But here we go. Let's see. He may bring you happiness. He may bring you happiness. It's a question mark. How cute is that? Oh, which one do I want? I always want the bunny. Yeah, the fawn, the goat, or the rabbit. And I have seen the mystery ones online as well, and I'm not really sure if I like them. Some people try to have a little feel of what they're gonna get or guess what they're gonna get before before they even tear it open, but I like to be really, really surprised. Okay, maybe you guys can have a look first. Can I see? Oh! It's the parrot! Oh. It's actually, is that the parrot? It looks like a chicken. Yeah. It's a parrot, guys. Eee. How do I? Ooh. How can everyone see you? That. Oh my gosh. What is it about opening these little figurines? So I think now, because it's, wow, that took 10 minutes just to open. It's now 1:34, and I kind of just want to read a few chapters of this. This has been really easy to read and just really, really fast paced. I think I was already hooked when, because the first page is when we find out that he's a veterinarian. First, I thought that the female main character was actually the vet, even though actually chapter 1 says savior, obviously. So I was already hooked. I wish I had it recorded when I started this book, because it was at the end of the day. We had a long day, and I sat in front of the fire and I started this book, and I was just smiling as I was reading it, because it was just so good to be reading an Abby Jimenez book. I was always strictly reading fantasy before, and I think it was Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I think that was the first romance book I read, and it was just so fast paced. It's one of my favorite books, and I really, really want to reread it, because I think I may have read it too fast last time, and I probably missed a few things because I was just reading it so fast. I couldn't put it down. One thing I really like about this book is they actually have they reference Savior to a very beloved character in the fantasy world, and the first time it was mentioned, I just couldn't stop laughing, because it's the first time I think I've ever read about a character from a different series in I guess in the current times, if that makes sense. Like, you know, sometimes references are made in books, but it's about, or they refer to like a classic book, a very well-known classic book. And yeah, I haven't really read a book where they reference a character that we all love. And oh no, that's a bit early, but I feel like, yeah, I haven't come across any books anyway where they reference a character from a series. And if you've read this, or you're currently reading it, you know who I'm talking about. But it just got mentioned again. And yeah, I can't help but smile. And now I am picturing savior, which is, I can't complain. I really, yeah, I'm not gonna complain about that. So anyway, let's keep reading. I'm actually a little bit tired. I'm gonna go to bed now, I think. What time is it? I made it to 2:06. So I'll try again tomorrow night and I'll see what I get up to. Hi guys, so it's day 2. It's currently it's 12:52 a.m. and this is night 2 of night 2 of showing you what I get up to being a night owl. Hopefully this is better lighting than last night. I didn't even think to set up the light because I decided to record last minute yesterday or last night. So tonight I think I'm just gonna keep reading Abby Jimenez's new book. Hopefully I can read until about 2 a.m. We'll see how we go. I still do feel a little bit tired today or tonight, so I might just end up reading on my Kindle in bed and get through a few chapters of Iron Flame. Hey guys, just a little update. So my thoughts so far, I really like the characters, I really like their chemistry at the moment, but it does feel like everything's happening really fast, like they're falling for each other really fast. Like I think by page 50 they're already on a date, which is fine, which is nice, but just from that one date he has sort of fallen for her already. I think that's just a little bit too quickly for me. Like I do like a book that has a lot of pining, or I do like books that are a little bit of a slow burn. So we'll see. I'm sure hopefully I do find that we're seeing Samantha's family life, and that's going to be interesting, getting to know her sister and her family dynamic. And yeah, I don't know, I'm still very invested. I'm only 115 pages in, but I just thought, you know, just the way that they are with each other, it's very insta-lovey already. But you know, I still really enjoy Abby Jimenez's writing, and I'm sure she will get us very quickly. Actually, now that I think about it, just for the summer, I'm listening to that again as an audiobook at the moment, and I feel like that was also quite quickly. They kind of fell for each other really quick. But for some reason, I really enjoy the chemistry between Justin and, gosh, what was her name in Just for the Summer? Justin and Emma. And yeah, I think from the first page I was hooked when I started Just for the Summer. So anyway, I thought I'd just give you a little update. I'm really cozy now. It's 1:30 in the morning, and this is the problem when you're a night owl, because you do get a little bit hungry just before going to bed. Alright guys, I think I'm just gonna go to bed. It's now, I just want to read a little bit more in bed, so I'll read Iron Flame on my Kindle until I get sleepy. Then I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Good night. Hi guys, it's been, I think, a couple of days since I picked up the camera. It is technically now Tuesday the 15th. Yeah, Tuesday the 15th, and it's almost 2 a.m. We've had a busy weekend, and we were also out today, and yeah, I just haven't had a chance to pick up the camera since I think Saturday night, maybe. But I have been reading in bed on my Kindle. I think I'm just over 200 pages into Iron Flame, and I'm really enjoying it now. So I'm just powering through. Hopefully tonight I will read maybe, what am I up to? I'm up to 130. So hopefully I can, I don't know, maybe read 50 pages tonight. It's a really fast-paced book. I also have to be mindful of the time because it's almost 2 a.m. and I have to wake up early tomorrow for an appointment. So yesterday when I was listening to Just for the Summer on audiobook, the character from this book, Samantha, and her mum actually had a little cameo, I think in chapter 8, when Justin and Emma went to the restaurant for their date. Emma actually helped this old lady that was clearly not very oriented just outside the restaurant, and it was actually Samantha's mom, Lisa. Abby Jimenez has been known to have characters from her previous book, or introduced in the previous book for her next book. Let's get into some reading. I don't think I'll stay up for too long tonight, maybe just 45 minutes. I'll read in here and then I'll just read in bed until I become sleepy. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Now, I didn't last very long. It's just 2 a.m. now, and I think I'm actually more tired than I realized. So I'm just gonna head to bed and read Iron Flame on my Kindle, maybe just for another half an hour, because I'm kind of just craving getting cozy in bed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, it is another night. Actually, where's my phone? It's now Tuesday. Oops, if you can see. So I'm actually in the library a little bit earlier tonight, which is really nice. So hopefully I have the energy to read a fair bit of this book. I'm actually, it looks like I'm halfway there. And how many pages is this? Oop, without spoiling. Oh, what's this? Fifth. Yep, I am exactly halfway through the book, and yeah, I'm still really enjoying it. And I had a listen to just for the summer during the day today while I was driving to an appointment, and I don't know, for some reason, even though I read that a year ago, I actually can't remember most of it. But maybe because it was, how old was my baby? I had a 7-month-old at the time, so maybe I was a little bit distracted every time I did listen to it. So I was thinking that I really want to get through Iron Flame as well in the next week, because I really want to start the Kindred Saga series very soon. I'm just craving a new fantasy storyline. My plan was to actually read Onyx Storm as soon as I finished Iron Flame, but I think I'm more eager to start the Kindred Saga or possibly Crescent City, because my friend is also reading that at the moment, so it would be nice to have someone to talk to about it in real time. Hi guys. Oh, totally forgot. I am just trying out my not so new mic, but I just wanted to see what this one would sound like filming from here. I've only used it while I've done a voiceover, so it's kind of nice. It gives me something to hold while I'm recording, so I'm not just sitting here really awkward on my own or talking to you guys. Come here, Henry. Oops. Come on, come Henry. Up, up. So it's now Friday. Oops, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's now Friday and it's just after midnight, and I'm just settling in for the night. So I'm about, I think, 60 pages from finishing this book, and I'm actually pretty lucky that I've almost finished the book after 1 week. Oh, actually, when did I start this? Probably a week and a half since I started this. And that's actually fast for me. And it's actually just, it's only the first week that I've spent every night on this chair. But anyway, so I've got 60 pages left to go. There's been a couple of moments in the book where I thought, oh my gosh, something terrible was going to happen. Like an accident was about to happen, or like I thought one of our main characters was going to die for some reason. I don't know, that's just where my head goes. And I was kind of like on the edge of my seat reading this, and I actually read a little bit when I was in bed last night. I managed to use a nightlight so that I wouldn't wake up anybody while reading it, but I just couldn't stop, and I couldn't really justify getting it as an ebook because I was already halfway or over halfway last night. But yes, I can't really predict how this is going to end yet. I hope it's not going to be a sad ending because I do want them to end up together, but the way things are is really complicated, and I feel like the only way they can be together is if something really sad happens. Like if something happens to Samantha's mum, or something happens to Xavier's side of the story. I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah, I don't really know how they're going to end up together. I've now been yapping for 12 minutes. So it's now must be just past 12:30. So I'm going to get cozy and update you guys when I'm almost at the end. Hopefully I can actually finish it tonight. Hopefully I'm not so sleepy. But yeah, let's see. I finished it, guys. I wasn't sure if I would have the energy to finish the last 60 pages, but it's now just after 2 a.m. and a lot happened in the last 60 pages. So, like I said before, I actually wasn't sure how this book was going to end because both of them had something very important in each city they were living in, and one of them would have to give up their lives. So there was a character that was introduced just in the last 30 pages that made such a difference to the whole story, and I never would have predicted a character coming in and changing everything, and basically he helped with the decision making. I really like the story with Samantha's family, and I'm actually a nurse. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that on here before, but I have worked with patients with dementia, and I can't really imagine a family going through that and looking after them. And I know it can be very difficult, but this is the first book I've read about a family looking after with someone with dementia. I think overall, I just really like Xavier and Samantha's story. There were some really funny parts, like Xavier's receptionist and how they treat him. I was craving a little bit more of a backstory from Xavier's parents, but there was probably enough there to let us know that they just were not very good to him. And that was probably enough. You know, the more Abby Jimenez probably would have written about it, the sadder this book would become. But I think overall, I'm not quite sure how to rate this because I think it was in the last 60 pages where I really felt like it got me. Like a lot happened. It was a fast read, it was very easy to read, but maybe I would give it 4.5 stars. It didn't quite hit the 5-star vibe, and I'm kind of more tempted to give it a 5-star purely because it's by Abby Jimenez. But I think, but sorry, I kicked the camera. But I think 4.5 is pretty reasonable. I will sit on that for a day or two. Well, that's it for this week's vlog. It's actually the first time that I'm filming a weekly vlog. I was hoping to work on some hobbies on these vlogs, but it is nice to actually spend almost the whole week on this chair, and it is very cozy in here. I do at some point would like to have a lamp because the overhead lights is just a little bit bright for when I'm reading here, and most of the time I end up lying down on the couch, so it's a bit difficult when I have lights above me. So I might get a lamp once I get my shelves installed on this wall, which I'm hoping will be this weekend. Hopefully we'll have some time. But anyway, I hope to see you guys in my next vlog. Thank you so much, guys, for watching and spending this whole week with me. It's been so much fun, and I can't wait to do another weekly vlog. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.